welcome back to my channel. So yes, you've seen it. I am going to be doing another project pan this year. I did tell myself at the beginning of the year, I'm not going to do a project pan this year. I'm going to take some time off. And I'm, we're in March now, and I'm kind of itching to finish some products. And I feel like this is the motivation that I need. And I took some time off, and I just feel like I'm ready to jump back in and get things done. So I have got some products here. Some of them are familiar to you from my previous project pan from last year, and there's some other ones where I haven't tried to project pan them, but I would like to either finish them or get quite a lot of use out of them this year in this project. And this is just a way for me to keep track, motivate myself, as I said, and hopefully you enjoy it. I also have two face palettes here. I could have just done like their own separate video, but I figured let me just talk about it all together, and maybe when I do the updates, I will update it slightly differently depending on how long the video is. I don't think it's gonna be super long, but we'll see, Okay, so for my project pan, I do have 7 items here, it looks like. Yeah, I think there's 7 items. And as I said, there are some familiar ones that are poking through. So the first one I'll start with, which I don't think will come as a surprise to anyone if you've seen my Shop My Stashes recently, because I have been trying to still work on this, and it is my Technique bronzer. And yeah, you can see I don't have much left, and I just want to get it done. I am still using it. It would be nice to track just how much longer it's going to take. So this one, obviously, I'm rolling in to finish. Another one that I want to roll in, which I did kind of hint that I might want to project pan it, but I haven't actually really project pan it in terms of like wanting to finish it. It was just to hit pan. And it is my Cantaloupe Bite Size blush palette from e.l.f. And I don't really care about the highlighter too much, but I would actually like to finish the blush. I already have a pan. I think I hit pan in it last year, and I have expanded it a little bit more. And you know what? It's just a really pretty color, and I don't really care about finishing it at this point. I would like to finish it. It's not something that I need to savor in my collection. It is unique to my collection. I don't have a lot of blush that are this color. But at the same time, I think this is great for spring, summer, and as we're heading into that, I think I'll get a lot of use out of this. So I want to roll it in now, see how I do, and then maybe when we get to like October, November, I might stop using it, depending on how much I have left. But I feel like with e.l.f. products, they go by pretty fast once you hit pan, so we'll see. So that one's rolling in to finish as well. Another one that I want to finish is actually my Essence Brighten Up banana powder. I'm not a huge fan of this. I know a lot of people do kind of like this. It is affordable, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, and I think I hit pan in it a while ago now, and I think I would just like to finish. Obviously, the packaging is broken too. It's very annoying to store it. I generally hit pan and press powders pretty fast, but once I hit pan, I kind of go on to the next one. It'd be nice to just finish one up, so I have one less in my collection. And I think this is the oldest one that I have currently that I have hit pan on. So I will try to finish this one for sure this year. But like I said, it's not my favorite, so I don't know how much use I'll get out of it initially. But that's why I'm rolling it into the project, just to motivate myself. So when I see those monthly numbers, I'm like, oh, I have to use this. Oh, okay. All right, another one that I don't know if I'll be able to finish this. I mean, I think a likelihood I probably won't. And I spent quite a bit of money on it, and I just don't want it to go to waste. And it actually is my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I did work on my ABH bronzer quite a lot last year. I really wanted to hit pan on that, but I wasn't able to, but I got a good dent in it. This one I have hit pan on. It's a lot slimmer in terms of the depth of it, but obviously it is quite a bit wider, and you still get quite a lot of product in here. I'm wearing this today. It's a really nice neutral shade for me, and I think it will work in the summer, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I spent a pretty penny at Charlotte Tilbury, and it wasn't on sale or anything, and I just don't, with cream bronzers, I'm just a little worried that they will start smelling and going off, or start smelling like Play-Doh or whatever they start smelling like. So this one smells fine still, and I just don't want it to go to waste. And because I like it so much, I would like to use it more. So I'm going to be rolling this one in to finish, but I don't foresee that I will finish it this year. But if I get a good amount done, I mean, I've already expanded the pan a little bit and I just pulled it from my Shop My Stash. So I feel like actually this one could probably go pretty fast. Fingers crossed, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, and then I have two more that are rolling back in that I had from my project pan last year, which is the NYX Butter Gloss. Again, if you've seen my couple of Shop My Stashes that I've posted this year so far, I have still been trying to use this every month. I haven't been tracking how many times I've used it, but I have taken the stopper out and it is just an absolute mess. So I wasn't getting a lot of product, and now you can see it's all on the one there. But once I use up what's there, there really isn't much left in the tube. So it just got a little bit messy, but I want to start tracking it, seeing how much I can get done. I would like to finish this. I'm really bad at finishing lip products. It's probably the product, I mean, I think alongside with maybe eyeliners and lip pencils, like I don't use any of that stuff, or brow products, I don't use any of that stuff. It kind of slots in with those where it's literally near impossible for me to finish. And I haven't finished a lip product in a long time. I think it was 2022 the last time that I finished one. So I definitely want to finish this at least, just to get it done. And it's a beautiful, nice nude shade too. So that one I'm rolling in. I'm hoping to finish, but I do, I won't be mad at myself if I do not finish it, because I know realistically I like to use different lip products and I just don't use the same lip product every single time. So it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, that one. And then another one that I had in last year, which I was really hoping to finish, but I didn't quite finish it, is the Prep and Perfect. I just pulled it from my Shop My Stash and I thought, you know what? Let's just do a project pan. Let's get some of these out. I have had them now for too long. And it's not like I hate them, I'm not hate padding them, but let's just finish them, let's motivate myself. So yeah, this is a brightening primer. It's quite nice. It does leave your face very shiny, but obviously when you put foundation back on, I think it's fine. You don't look too much like a tinfoil person, I feel. And yeah, there was quite a lot in here. There was like 50 mil. So I feel like I'm less than halfway. You know, there's still a little bit of an air pocket in there, but there's really not that much product left. So this could potentially be finished in the next 3 months or so. Fingers crossed that that happens. And then the last item that I'm going to be rolling into my project pan is actually this concealer. I do want to start getting through some of my concealers. I have too many now, and too many that I don't particularly like. This one I had in my Shop My Stash last month, and I got some use out of it, and I would just like to finish it. It's the L'Oreal Infallible. It's not my favorite concealer, but it's not the worst concealer that I have, and I also don't feel like it's going to take me too long to finish this. So once I finish this, I think I might just roll in another concealer and try to get through concealers this year. That could be a nice little mini project of mine. But yeah, I'm going to be rolling this one in and seeing how long it takes me to use up. Okay, so moving on to my face palettes. I have never done a Pan That face palette. I mean, I'm doing a Pan That palette for this year, but I've never done a project that just focuses on a face palette. Normally I would roll them into a project pan or just some other project or prompt-based project that I used to do back in the day. So I have two face palettes here that I already have some good use on. I really enjoy them. So it's, again, I'm not gonna be hate panning them, and I'm not starting over. Some of them had, you know, there are some pans in here, so I feel like that in itself will give me motivation to keep going. And the first one is the BH Cosmetics Belgium Waffle palette. I do really like this palette. I know some people are not a huge fan, but I do like this one. And I think for me, I mean, I will try to go into the highlighters, but I think for me, the focus is going to be around finishing these two. I don't think it's going to be too hard to finish this one, and honestly, equally that one too. This is a really nice bronzer shade. Again, it's a neutral shade. It doesn't lean too warm, and it's not too dark. So I really like my bronzers to be neutral, especially during the winter. And yeah, this one is a little bit harder, so I don't know if I'm really going to get much use out of it until we get to the warmer months, but I just want to roll it in, see how well I do. If I can hit pan in one of these two shimmers, that's fine. This one, I don't think I've ever really been able to make it work for me. Again, it's just too warm tone. I but you never know. So I'm gonna be rolling the whole thing in with the hope of finishing these two, but still try to get use on everything else. And then the last one that I want to roll in has cream products in it, and it is my Bronze Cheek palette from Natasha Denona. And I also have pans in this one. So we've got 2 cream shades here, and then obviously the 2 powder shades. I'm not too fussed about the powder shades. I don't really foresee myself going into them all that much. They have been nice to use occasionally, but I really do like these two. Obviously, I use this one as a blush and this one as a highlighter. I really, really enjoy them. And I've seen Alex pan her Natasha Denona's, and I'm a bit jealous. So I want to, you know, see what I can do with the one that I have. So yeah, I think it'd be really nice to be able to finish these 2 creams. Again, I'm getting a little bit worried with my creams. So I mean, it smells fine. They're absolutely fine still. So thank goodness for that. But again, I actually didn't spend that much money on this palette. It was for a ridiculous amount off when I did buy it. I think right now you can only get it full price, but I think back in the day when I did buy it, it was like 50% off. So I definitely didn't pay full price. However, obviously it is more of a high-end product, and I don't want it to go to waste. So that's why I also want to focus on it a little bit more than my lower end price products. And I really do like it too. So again, it's not gonna be hate panning because I really enjoy these shades. All right, so that is my Project Pan intro for 2024. 3 months late, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to do this when I wanted to do it, and I feel like I'm ready now to do it. So fingers crossed that I can make good use of the next few months. And obviously I don't have the full year, but that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to give myself some motivation back to start finishing some products. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.